Simplified Reads invites you to see love stories in a new light. In this episode, we're exploring 10 romance books that break stereotypes, 2024 to 2025. Stories that dare to go beyond the usual formulas of perfect people, predictable plots, and easy happy endings. These novels expand what romance can be: diverse, mature, messy, and deeply human. From queer athletes and flawed celebrities to magical lovers and modern daters in their 30s. Each book challenges convention and redefines connection. If you've ever thought you'd outgrown romance, this list might just change your mind. The Pairing by Casey McQuiston, 2024, redefines modern romance by centering two bisexual exes, one of whom comes out as non-binary, against the sensual backdrop of a European food and wine tour. Its lush setting and bold exploration of sexuality and identity make it stand out as a story that celebrates pleasure and self-discovery. Readers who love sensory detail, witty banter, and flawed characters will find plenty to savor, though it's not for everyone. The explicit content and morally gray personalities may put off readers who prefer emotional restraint or easy likability. To get the most from this book, approach it as a sensory experience, rich, indulgent, and unapologetically human. It's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and major ebook platforms for around $18 to $30, with digital formats being the most affordable for readers outside the US. The Prospects by K.T. Hoffman, 2024, continues that spirit of fearless storytelling. It's a groundbreaking queer sports romance following a trans baseball player and his gay love interest, a rare pairing in the genre. Hoffman's novel dismantles the stereotype of the cisgender athlete hero, replacing it with a nuanced portrayal of ambition, vulnerability, and joy. It's not a breezy rom-com. Instead, it's character-driven, slow-burning, and introspective. Some readers who aren't fans of baseball might struggle with the sport's details, but the emotional honesty more than compensates. To appreciate it fully, embrace the quiet moments, the camaraderie of the team, and the theme of found family. You can find it in paperback or ebook form for about $10, $18, a worthy read for anyone seeking romance with depth and authenticity. Under Your Spell by Laura Wood, 2024, takes a more emotional turn, blending the glamour of fame with the ache of self-rediscovery. This rock star romance doesn't idealize its characters, it humanizes them. The heroine is flawed, impulsive, and genuine, far from the stereotypical perfect partner. The story examines vulnerability beneath the stage lights, showing how love can exist even in chaos. However, readers uninterested in celebrity worlds or who prefer quiet domestic stories may find it too theatrical. The best way to enjoy it is to balance expectation. Treat it as both escapism and an honest look at imperfection. It's widely available in print and digital versions for roughly $18.30. Blending genres entirely, The Book of Love by Kelly Link, 2024, transforms romance into something magical. It's a fantasy-infused story that plays with myths, loss, and the idea that connection can transcend worlds. This book pushes the boundaries of what romance can mean, trading traditional formulas for imagination and depth. It's perfect for readers who appreciate surreal settings and metaphorical storytelling, though those who prefer straightforward narratives might feel disoriented. To get the most from it, enter its dreamlike world with patience and curiosity. Treat it as poetry in motion rather than plot-driven fiction. It's available on most major platforms, with ebooks costing about $9, $15, and print editions closer to $18.30. Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, 2025, brings emotional maturity to the list with a slow-burn romance set in a southern coastal town. The story follows two authors competing to write the same biography, intertwining rivalry, creativity, and longing. Henry's writing turns ambition and identity into emotional battlegrounds, offering more introspection than the typical romantic arc. Some readers may find it slower than her earlier works, but its warmth and wisdom reward patience. The key to enjoying it is to savor its pacing. This is a love story about rediscovery, not instant sparks. Available on Amazon and other retailers, it ranges from $20-$35 for hardcovers and $10-$15 for ebooks. Bonding by Mariel Franklin, 2025, captures the complicated pulse of love in the digital age. It follows a woman in her 30s juggling mental health, technology, and a modern search for intimacy. This is an escapist romance. It's reflective, grounded, and sometimes uncomfortable in its honesty. Readers seeking realism will relate, while those craving lighter fare might find it too somber. To get the most out of it, approach it as a mirror for modern connection. Recognize your own patterns in its pages. It's expected to release in digital and print formats priced between $10-$35, depending on edition and region. From urban realism to rural poetry, Open, Heaven by Sean Hewitt, 2025, offers a lyrical portrayal of queer love in a quiet countryside setting. It breaks the assumption that queer romance belongs only in urban spaces, instead showing that identity and intimacy can flourish even in isolation. The story is reflective, meditative, and filled with emotional depth. Some may find its pace slow or its tone melancholic, but its beauty lies in that stillness. Read it slowly, letting its atmosphere wash over you. Available for pre-order, it's expected to cost around $10, $15 digitally, and $22, $35 in hardcover. Pushing further into imagination, Silver Elite by Danny Francis, 2025, merges dystopian fantasy with a fierce love story set amid rebellion and power struggles. It defies the safe expectations of romance, exploring how love survives under oppression. Readers who enjoy stories with layered symbolism, love as resistance, vulnerability as strength, will find this riveting. Yet those who prefer everyday realism may feel distanced by its speculative world. The key is to let its allegory guide you. Every act of affection in the story is an act of defiance. Priced between $10, $15 for ebooks, and $25, $40 for print, it's worth adding to your list if you love genre-bending tales. Together, these 10 books form a constellation of love stories that refuse to fit neatly into boxes. They dismantle stereotypes about gender, sexuality, class, age, and even genre, and replace them with honesty, complexity, and imagination. Each one reminds us that romance isn't just about finding the one, but about finding ourselves through connection. Whether set in faraway worlds or familiar modern cities, these novels show that love can be queer, mature, imperfect, or revolutionary, and still just as beautiful. At Simplified Reads, we believe stories like these matter because they make us rethink what love looks like. They challenge comfort zones, inspire empathy, and celebrate difference. So, if you're tired of predictable plots and perfect couples, try one or all of these titles. Let them surprise you, move you, and remind you that the best romances aren't the ones that follow the rules. They're the ones that break them.